This is a Thor News presentation.
You're right, sir.
Hit the button, baby.
Party dance time.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is amazing. This is revolutionary. This is unheard of. Science has discovered a new kind of comet, and it doesn't have the name dwarf in it. No, seriously, man, that's pretty exciting. Like, they put dwarf in everything. They put dwarf in their astronomy names like I put salt on my food. And I salt everything except cake. All right. So yeah, this thing is called a Manx. That's all I know. Now, things are mildly stabilizing, and we're shedding retrogrades. I was looking through the old feed of hot astronomy news. A few stories caught my eye, but none as seductive as this Manx. Say what? Okay, let's check out these. This is Hawaii, man. Bum bum bum. Deep in the solar system. Comet. Oh, we're gonna talk about the Oort Cloud. That is great, because the Oort Cloud is like Fantasyland with cotton candy. 400 million zillion years later, this comet was like, hey, I'm gonna go back to the sun. That dude was cool. All the people I can see, the things I can do in the solar system, I'm going back to the sun. Wow, that looks really fast on his way in. You know what I'm saying? All right, hold up. Back from the deep freeze. A piece of the early solar system returns. Great. More Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze memes from that really crappy movie that had the Batman in it. The nippled one. Nobody wants nipples on Batman, man. You really needed it. You can figure that out yourself, okay? We're talking about the unique rocky comet, C2014 S3. PANSTARRS. Okay, so it's an asteroid, but it's a comet? Wonderful. What we are looking at is the Oort Cloud. A beautiful hypothesized ball of debris that's on fire and headed back to the sun. 4 billion years later, it's like I'm squiggling lines like a star, and I'm doing a crazy rotation, and then boom, I'm going back in, dude. Because I got a red tail. I got a badass red tail. You ain't gonna mess with my red tail. Then I'm gonna get smaller. Oh, see that? There's the trick. Did you see the trick? The trick was there. Secret's out. I watch Game of Thrones. That show is badass. Huge abuse scandal gets personal. I need to have some YouTube drama. Just kidding. That was a joke. Let's get to the science, shall we? We were at the University of Hawaii. I wonder if the Canadian France Hawaiʻi Telescope is back up working. Let's check that shit out. No, it's not. That's for another video. Stay on target. University of Hawaii. Back from the deep freeze. Han Solo returns from carbonite. No. This article might be interesting. I don't think it's going to be that interesting, bro. A piece of the early solar system returns. Technically, everything's a piece of the early solar system, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, there's Tyrion. Let's go. Astronomers have found a unique object that appears to be made of inner solar system material from the time of Earth's formation, which has been preserved in the Oort Cloud for billions of years. Okay, now, how do astronomers know what it's made of? Because they looked at it with the telescope and saw its color, shade, or albedo. Alrighty, though. Alrighty, then. Originally identified by the University of Hawaii's PANSTARRS 1 telescope, C2014 S3. PANSTARRS is a weekly active comet. That means it gets every week, a little over twice as far from the sun as Earth. Oh, great. So, let's say between Jupiter and Mars. Its current long orbital period, around 860 years, suggests that its source is in the Oort Cloud, and it was nudged comparatively recently into an orbit that brings it closer to the sun. By Sedna, by the Cat Hair of Doom, by Eris, Planet 9. What nudged it? Passing stars? Tell me, I want to know. I need to know. Follow-up observations with ESO's Very Large Telescope and the Canada France Hawaiʻi Telescope, which is probably still offline, show that the C2014 S3 PANSTARRS is the first object to be discovered on a long-period cometary orbit that has the characteristics of a pristine inner solar system asteroid. Whoa, it's dark, man. It's a dark matter comet. That's why you can't see its tail, bro. Now give me a quarter and move on along. Your science lesson is done for the day. It may provide important clues to how the solar system was formed. I got a question. Let's say we figure out how the solar system was formed. Then what? Is science not going to do anything anymore? You know, like, why are they so obsessed with figuring out why the solar system was formed or how the solar system was formed? Like, can't science put its brain to, like, figuring out how to end the war of humanity on humanity that would probably benefit everyone and everything upon the planet? Maybe even science, if you can think big enough, bro. I did it again, didn't I? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna calm down. In a paper published on April 29th in the journal Science Advances, lead author Karen Meach of University of Houston's or Hawaii, I don't know, Institute for Astronomy, and her colleagues conclude that C2014 S3 PANSTARRS formed in the inner solar system at the same time as Earth itself, but was ejected early in the planet formation process. Their observations suggest that it is truly an ancient rocky body, not a more clearly created asteroid that wandered out. It was a potential building block of the rocky planets like Earth, so it's made of like baby petroleum. We must have it. But was expelled from the inner solar system and preserved in the deep freeze of the Oort Cloud for billions of years. You know, explain to me why Pluto's hot, bitch. I mean, Meech. Not you specifically, lady. I mean, all women of Earth. Whatever. Meech explains the unexpected observation. We already knew of many asteroids, but they've all been baked. Haven't we all? Colorado's cool. By billions of years near the sun. This one is the first uncooked asteroid we have found. It has been preserved in the best freezer there is. Sounds kind of psychotic, bro. And I got a question. How do you know? Can I see a picture? You're telling me all this about this comet, and I ain't seen no pictures. If you like it and you want it, put the Hubble on it, and then show us the photos, or the VLO, the Very Large Telescope. You know what I'm saying? That'd be great. That'd be super great. The team immediately noticed that C2014 S3 PANSTARRS was unusual. Hey, missing the characteristic tail that most long-period comets sprout as they approach so close to the sun. Can I get an orbit on this thing, man? They dubbed it Manx, or Man-X. Oh my god. The missing link is on this comet. That's cool, man. After the similarly tailless cat, within weeks of its discovery, the team obtained spectra of the very faint object with ESO's Very Large Telescope in Chile. Careful study of the light reflected by C2014 S3 PANSTARRS indicates that it is a typical S-type asteroid, which are usually found in the inner main asteroid belt. It does not look like typical comets, which are believed to form in the outer solar system and are icy rather than rocky. This comet's material has undergone very little processing, indicating that it has been in deep frozen for a long time. You're kind of repeating yourself now, man. Very weak comet-like activity associated with C2014 S3 PANSTARRS, which is consistent with the vaporization of water ice, is about 1 million times lower than active long-period comets at a similar distance from the sun. Alright, whatever. So they're saying this thing could go off like a boom, a big firecracker. Firecracker. Pow, 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 pow. The authors conclude that this object is probably made of fresh inner solar system material that has been stored in the Oort Cloud and is now returning to its birthplace. I don't think rocks can be born, bro. Not telling us something about comets. Are comets alive? Is that why they look like giant spirits in the sky? A number of theoretical models are able to reproduce how much of the structure we see in the solar system. What? A number of theoretical models are able to reproduce how much of the structure we see in the solar system. Yeah, it's theoretical, man. It's totally theoretical. An important difference between these models is what they predict about the objects that make up the Oort Cloud. Different models predict significantly different ratios of ice to rocky objects. This first discovery of a rocky object from the Oort Cloud is therefore an important test of the different predictions of the models. The authors estimate that observations of 50 to 100 of these Manx comets are needed to distinguish between the current models, opening up another rich vein in the study, the origins of our solar system. About 15 are being discovered each year, most of them by PANSTARRS, so this goal is within reach. Well, that's exciting. Co-author Richard Wainscoat concludes, I expect that the discovery of this new class of objects would be one of the lasting legacies of the PANSTARRS survey. Yeah, it totally looks like a space rock potato. It's a very special space rock potato. Because that potato's made from the primordial potato of the universe. Man, French fries. Alright, no comments? What the hell, man? They just invented or semi-vented or found or discovered a brand new comet. And no comments? Well, I guess then we'll let this video stand as a comment. And we'll stay tuned. Maybe these things just light up when they get real close. Find out in a day or two. Why aren't there no orbit pictures, man? I imagine I'll go and I'll find orbit pictures and then I'll plug them in somewhere around here or earlier in the video because I like to do my due diligence, which I think make me totally awesome. Totally awesome. Okay, sweet. God bless everybody. Thanks for listening. Peace out.
Stay cool. This is a Thor News presentation.
You're right, sir.
Hit the button, baby.
Party dance time.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is amazing. This is revolutionary. This is unheard of. Science has discovered a new kind of comet, and it doesn't have the name dwarf in it. No, seriously, man, that's pretty exciting. Like, they put dwarf in everything. They put dwarf in their astronomy names like I put salt on my food. And I salt everything except cake. Alright, so yeah, this thing is called a Manx. That's all I know. Now, things are mildly stabilizing, and we're shedding retrogrades. I was looking through the old feed of hot astronomy news. A few stories caught my eye, but none as seductive as this Manx. Say what? Okay, let's check out these. This is Hawaii, man. Bum bum bum. Deep in the solar system. Comet. Oh, we're gonna talk about the Oort Cloud. That's great, because the Oort Cloud is like Fantasyland with cotton candy. 400 million zillion years later, this comet was like, hey, I'm gonna go back to the sun. That dude was cool. All the people I can see, the things I can do in the solar system, I'm going back to the sun. Wow, that looks really fast on his way in. You know what I'm saying? Alright, hold up. Back from the deep freeze, a piece of the early solar system returned.